with the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is Parker, complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets take possession. Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run again with a jive. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. And the play clock's running down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. On first down, it's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Tannehill on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Tannehill. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on. His feet appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Now Washington. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
for it on fourth. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
To throw is Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Jukes by at the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Steve Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
On second down, Washington. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steve Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Tannehill that escapes, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Demario Davis. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete to Grant. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got Pete. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might.
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Kaepernick now on first down. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's got some space here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Staying on the ground with Washington. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to look deep now for Land. And now here is another interception. First NFL pick for the rookie safety, Jamal Adams. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
To throw, Kaepernick. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. And it's third down. The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they calibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A first throw for the backup Cutler. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And here he's got Graham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Cutler. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right right back to Washington. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. He's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They run with Washington, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And a short gain here down to the 22. They'll give him a yard on the play. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It complete, caught by Landry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking.
And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. He completes it to Peak. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Kaepernick looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles Harris in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And this is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A good pick up there at 20 yards. To throw, Cutler. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's second down.
Here we go.
Here's Cutler. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.